Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That's Amy Cervini. This is Ms. Melissa Stylianou. My name is Hilary Gardner. You know that we are Duchess, collectively. But we'd like to introduce you to our band. You know, before I came here today, I was eating bonbons and taking care of my duties as the Brooklyn Heights president of the Yankees fan club and reading jazz reviews. Come on. We're in New York City, all right? This is an American League winning baseball loving town. It's a conversation for the break, but if I can't profess my Yankee fandom on stage here at the Jazz Standard in New York City, I don't know what the world's coming to. But the point is here, folks, in between writing love letters to DJ LeMahieu and Luke Voigt, I decided to peruse some reviews of recent jazz recordings. And it was really interesting, actually. All the recordings for the men that were being reviewed were discussed in glowing but exclusively musical terms. I thought, how sterile, how antiseptic, how boring for them. Because if you read the reviews about the women, we're sultry, smoldering, needing to be more fashion forward on gigs, apparently, if you read a review of mine about 5 years ago. Okay, 10, I've learned a lot. But you know, here at Duchess headquarters, we're always trying to kind of balance the societal scales, and we just thought that we would take this opportunity to introduce our band and just to make them feel good about themselves, and because we just enjoy it a lot, to just engage in a little family-friendly objectification here tonight. At the piano, we have someone who I like to think of as a mid-century man. I mean that in the best sense of the word. I'm talking about the Don Drapers of the world. The kind of guy who reminds you why suits were invented. He can hold his liquor, his temper, and his woman with ease and finesse. Actually, AMC tapped him for the role of Don Draper, but decided against it because he was just too damn good looking. I'm talking about Michael Cabe on the piano, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you might have caught a little line on our very first tune about Alaska. That wasn't in there just because of the syllabic kind of rightness of it. I actually did grow up in Alaska and was subjected to no small amount of outdoor activity. I hated it. I came to New York as soon as I possibly could. But if I were ever to go camping again, there's only one guy I can think of who I would want to pitch a tent with. I meant that literally. Ladies and gentlemen. Right after I signed my love letter, Luke Voigt, I wrote a thank you letter to whoever it was that invented flannel, because this gentleman can carry off a flannel shirt like nobody's business. He's cuddly, he's kind, and the scent of a pine forest and campfire smoke trails around him wherever he goes. I'm talking about Mr. Jesse Lewis on the guitar. I lost many an algebra class to daydreams, gazing out my window at the moose and the mountains, waiting for the day when John Cusack would appear on my lawn, boombox held aloft, professing his undying love. Well, sometimes dreams, or at least versions of dreams, actually come true, ladies and gentlemen. The man behind me playing the bass tonight has the molten chocolate eyes of a Spanish Lothario, the soul of a pirate, and a striking resemblance to John Cusack, but with better hair. I'm talking about Matt Aronoff on the bass. We don't like to think of ourselves as high maintenance here in Duchess. Please don't ask anyone else what they think about that. But we're pretty flexible. We can roll with it, whatever the circumstances. But whenever we're on the road with with this gentleman. We really hope for the tiniest dressing room possible. He's burly, he's brawny. His biceps alone are worth the price of admission tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's face it. He's got the hardest hitting, fattest, most spanking quarter note in the business. This is Jared Schonig on the drums.